Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, bigger Tesla discounts are here, and specifically bigger discounts for the Tesla Model Y as expected, because the Juniper could be coming out in the near future. And on top of that, we're getting to the end of the month for January. Bigger discounts are here. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested, and definitely check out my Patreon link down below in the description, where you can support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing a new or used Tesla. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So I know why you're all here. Let's show you some of the biggest discounts that we are seeing right now. But before we get into Model Y, I just want to give a special shout out to this Model 3 Performance. That is the biggest Model 3 Performance discount that we have seen yet. And this is expected because just the other day, we were taking a look at 2025 Tesla Model 3 Performance that just dropped into inventory. And so when there's a new model year, just like how there's going to be a Juniper, the older vehicles, the old and busted vehicles get bigger discounts. So right now we've got a $4,200 discount, $4,270 discount on a 2024 Tesla Model 3 Performance with $1,389. And the beauty with this is that it's before the Tesla referral code discount, where you can get an extra $1,000 off. Here's another one, Model Y Performance, $6,420. So we're hitting new limits, new higher limits that we haven't seen for inventory discounts in a while. Even actually in December, we weren't seeing inventory discounts $5,000 to $6,000. There's actually 4 examples that we saw already with Model Ys, and so this is just the start. I'm saying that for Model Ys, the old generation, because Juniper literally could be around the corner, or Model Y refresh literally could be around the corner for a USA release. And I'm still thinking that Tesla is going to be doing some sort of announcement on that before January 29th. And the reason why, because January 29th is their next earnings call. And so they want to release some hype about it. And so maybe we should see a Model Y Juniper release in the near future. Here's another Model Y Performance, $6,420 off on top of this. And of course, don't forget that Tesla referral code, like the one down below in the description. This one's interesting though, because it's a repaired demo vehicle with 8 miles on it. And so it's got me thinking, like, how bad could this repair actually be if it's got a fat discount like that? Well, actually it's not terrible. I've definitely seen worse. This one seems to be a repair order of $4,482. So that could be like a door or maybe a bumper, but it's really not too crazy with this one. Moving to Model Y long range. This one sold immediately though, but $6,240 off on a long range all-wheel drive. And this one only had 32 miles on it. So we can see Tesla is looking to discount all vehicles, not just the Performance, into this higher discounted range. Here's another one, another blue one as well, $6,240 off. And so it seems like the discounts are coming. And so if you're looking to get a deal on the older generation Model Y, of course, I would say don't do anything just yet, unless you're leasing and you're okay with the payment or whatever that may be, or you need a vehicle ASAP. If you can wait it out at least until February, or at least until this Juniper releases. We don't know when it actually is going to be a release in the USA, but I would say wait until then. I know it's probably easier said than done to keep waiting for the latest vehicle, especially if you need a vehicle ASAP. But taking a look at inventory has increased just a little bit. You can see right here, this mustard yellow line, which is usually the Model Y inventory, it has increased even more. Actually, if you look at it, the pink line, Model 3, and the blue line, Model S, all increased relatively over the past few days. And so we could see some end of month discounts, inventory discounts, because that seems to be Tesla's strategy right now, is just inventory discounts. They're probably not going to be releasing any sort of free supercharging deals or even low interest rate financing offers or anything like that. Maybe they'll do that in February to try and close the quarter, but I can't imagine they're selling as many vehicles as they would like to right now, but who knows? And I guess we'll hear more from them on the next earnings call, which is going to be January 29th. But if you're looking for the bigger discounts, just stay tuned, keep looking, keep checking your Tesla website, and be waiting, because now we've got a higher threshold, which is going to be $6,000 to $6,400 off. And of course, that's before the Tesla referral code discount, just like the one down below in the description, for an extra $1,000 off. But some interesting news. We've been talking about how I still couldn't get over that flat panel on the Tesla Model Y, because that one photo just made it look completely weird. But quote, Tesla improves Tesla Model Y repairability with the new trunk design by separating the rear trunk lid into two distinct pieces, a departure from the previous single piece design. And so maybe this is why they're going with that flat panel, which a lot of people said already, because it should probably be manufacturing, but also because maybe it's easier and you can't damage it as easily because that whole trunk lid opens up, whereas on the older or the current Model Y, this back piece right here actually is part of the paint bumper, and so you could easily scratch it, and that's why a lot of people will do like PPF or something like that in that lower area. But we also have new data with the top 10 best-selling electric vehicles for 2024, and we can see Tesla makes up 3 of the top spots: Model Y, Model 3, Ford Mustang Mach-E, and the Ioniq 5. But I think there's a couple vehicles we're going to be seeing a lot more coming up to the top 5. Prologue, I don't know about you, that Honda electric vehicle, and the Chevy Equinox. I've been seeing a lot of those vehicles all over the place, and that's more so because they've been doing crazy deals on them as well. Like I'm talking $200, $300 a month on those crazy vehicles as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. Before we get into our next topic, I've been trying to save money lately, and that's why we talk about this channel, trying to get the best deal on a Tesla. And I've been looking at our subscriptions like YouTube Premium, Netflix, trying to figure out how I could save some money every single month. And cutting expenses, it's kind of hard. We've been trying to rack our brain together and figure out how. That's why I'm so intrigued with our channel partner, Mint Mobile. They offer premium wireless starting at $15 a month. And I can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network, and I can even bring my own phone along with my current number and existing contracts. I'm sacrificing nothing. I've used Mint Mobile a ton, and I switched my second line to Mint Mobile, and I've been using it to watch YouTube and play podcasts on our daily commute and haven't noticed any drop in speed. And I can't tell the difference. So how hard is it to switch service? Big Wireless wants you to think it's actually hard, but it's not at all. Switching to Mint is super easy thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free. So if you want to save little money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked down below in the description, to get premium wireless for just $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint for partnering, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Let's see who's dropped by today. Oh, I forgot to mention that we put those 3 vehicles we talked about on our deal spreadsheet that you can find down below in the description or even in the live stream chat as well, where we try and keep a good reference of all the best deals that we find. Not so much that you can try and go buy them, because of course Tesla limits all these different states on when you can actually buy them, but just give you a frame of reference. Because if I was shopping for a Tesla Model Y Performance and I knew that Tesla was doing $5,000-$6,000 off, that shows to me that if I'm going to be buying a Tesla Model Y in my area, a Model Y Performance, I also want $4,000 to $6,000 off, because why pay MSRP if other people are paying big discounts? So this gives you at least visibility and show you that other deals are happening on Tesla Model Ys, etc. YSPH, not seeing any discounts in my area. Yeah, I would just wait until the end of the month. as we get closer. Not a big change on Model Y prices in my area at the moment. Inventory prices are holding steady. Yeah, so I would just wait until more inventory gets dumped because it's happening for sure. Repair demo vehicle discount. Yeah, should win. Yeah, I mean, but this shows you the range of what Tesla is doing. And so if the range gets higher, because the biggest repair demo vehicle that we saw in terms of discount was like $4,000 to $5,000. And so now this is at a higher level of $6,000. And so it's just increasing that range so we can see better discounts across the board. Instacart, the Tesla marketing email I just received is plugging the Model Y safety ratings, probably preparing for end of current model. Yeah, 100%. They know it's coming. Juniper's already released, and it's only a matter of time until the US gets some sort of release. And hopefully this time it's not going to match the Model 3 Highland release where it was months after, and hopefully it's weeks after or days after the China release. MC, what's a good price for tinting for entire Model 3 XPEL or Black or XR Plus? It's a great question. And that's kind of the unfortunate part with the Model 3. Because that back piece is such a large piece of glass, shops do charge more because it's one big piece of film and it's also harder and labor intensive. In terms of pricing, I've seen pricing anywhere from, I want to say like $750, $850, $950 if you're going with good quality tint. But if you're in the local area to Orange County or Los Angeles, I highly recommend going to our friend Jason at OC Tint Solution. Jason has tinted our past 4 to 5 vehicles, Model Y, S, X, Cybertruck, and now Model 3 Performance. Yeah, and so 3M ceramic is what I usually go with, sometimes with crystalline. And yeah, I highly recommend Jason at OC Tint Solution. 2 locations, Costa Mesa and Anaheim. Definitely hit him up, send him a DM on Instagram or text this number or call this number and ask for the dentist deal so that he knows where to hook you up and also know where you came from. But definitely check him out. Bruce, thanks for coming in. Nickname, hey Dennis, I'm getting my CT delivered this coming Sunday. I went with a lease, putting $10K down, $1,163 a month for 24 months and $15K a year. What are your thoughts? It seems fine. My question to you, Nick, is what's the money factor or interest rate on that deal? And then secondly, are you buying that out? Because the Tesla Cybertruck lease is pretty high, but unless you're using it for like a business use, I could see that making sense. MK, are the 7,500 incentives still active? Yes, at the moment it is. For now, I mean, we don't know if that goes away. And so that is another frame of reference here in terms of that 7,500. There is speculation that Trump might be able to kill that and axe that on his first day. I personally don't think so, but if that is something you want to lock in, if you want that 7,500 federal tax credit because it's on a cash deal, it's on a lease deal, and it's also on a finance deal as a point of sale credit, it's literally discounted off the vehicle. If you're looking to lock that in, definitely I would try and get in a vehicle ASAP. And there are some different inventory discounts at the moment, so definitely check it out. Deals for each down below in the description, and also our Tesla referral code discount, just like the one down below in our description. Finally got a delivery date, Cork Silver Model 3 Performance Hurricane. Nice. And I bet, did you get a 2025 VIN as well? And are they locking in your 0% or anything like that from November, December? Jeremy, you think Juniper announcement before January 29th? Yes, I definitely do think so. And nickname, congrats. CT is for business use and is 13% interest. So I guess that's tough because I know since you're going to be using it for business, you're most likely going to be writing off a portion of the payment. And so probably that's the best situation for you because it's a little bit more cleaner. You could try and do a buyout immediately and then you would get some tax advantages from that for like Section 179. So definitely talk to your accountant about that and see what is the best route for you. And also congrats on your Tesla as well. And congrats to anybody that's about to buy a Tesla. Definitely check out our discount codes down below in the description for some Tesla accessories. We got Jawa, Tesbros if you want DIY PPF or DIY wraps for your Cybertruck. We got floor mats, the best floor mats that we have. I recommend 3W, and also Magback down below in the description. And so yeah, nickname, I would definitely probably look for some sort of maybe buyout, but if you can still make 13% interest and write that off, then also that doesn't matter at the same time as well. And this next topic, Cybertruck discounts are here. Funny you bring that up, Nick, because we were going to talk about this. And so hopefully you've got some sort of inventory discount on your Tesla Cybertruck. But shout out to Macus for posting this. Demo-driven Cybertrucks with discounts are now being listed on Tesla Cybertruck's inventory page. The interesting with this is that some of them are foundation and some of them are non-foundation as well. And you can see this if you go and put in your zip code on Tesla's inventory site. You can see some of them have a reduced pricing already on this. Like this one right here, $1,000 off. This one right here is $3,230 off. And that's about the threshold. The biggest ones I've seen is about $3,000 off. But as you know from the channel, $3,000 off isn't actually new for Cybertruck inventory demo deals. We actually saw up to $5,000 to $8,000 off in December. And so certainly this is not brand new at all. But it is new that they're posting these clear discounts on the inventory page. And so I would imagine Tesla Cybertruck deals and discounts are going to get better and better because this is just the start. I mean, Tesla had a fantastic year, I would say, of selling Cybertrucks, all the different volume and everything, because I mean, were able to get to number 5 in terms of top 10 best-selling electric vehicles in the US for 2024. But I will say that hype is probably dying down. And so if you're not in a rush, like if you do not need a vehicle, if you do not need a Cybertruck, kind of funny to say that, then I would say maybe wait it out, especially if you didn't get an inventory discount at the moment. But if you need it for other reasons, like you have dual purpose, like for your business use or whatever, then it could make sense to just get into it if you get some sort of deal. But I would say this is just the beginning of better and better deals for the Cybertruck as Tesla tries to figure out how to incentivize this truck, whether it's good interest rates, bigger inventory discounts, or what I really feel like is going to be happening for the Cybertruck is they're trying to figure out how they can release a cheaper Tesla Cybertruck out later this year. They talked about that $61,000 Cybertruck, and maybe it's decontented with less features. But the one thing is for sure, they did submit to the government fueleconomy.gov that the single motor Cybertruck, the $61,000-ish Cybertruck, they submitted it to fueleconomy.gov and to make it eligible for the $7,500 federal tax rate, or the IRS website, whatever it is. And so definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let us know what your thoughts on it. The first thing is for sure is that Tesla inventory discounts are being posted on the Tesla Cybertruck at the moment. And so my recommendation here is maybe message your Tesla sales advisor and see if there's any bigger discounts. But it seems like the high threshold at the moment is around $3,200 to $3,300 off for a Tesla Cybertruck demo vehicle. Alex, inventory discounts are nice, but not interested unless they bring back 0.99 or 0%. Yeah, 100%. I agree with you at the moment on that. And maybe they do bring that back in the near future, hopefully like by the end of this quarter. Who puts down 10K on a lease? Well, Rich, actually, Tesla could require that. I've seen that plenty of times where Tesla wants like 10 to 20% down on a lease as well. It's not like other manufacturers, like I know like BMW, sometimes you can get with like a true zero down, or actually a lot of different automotive manufacturers you can get away with true zero down. But Tesla, I don't think so. I think they want at least some sort of skin in the game. At least their financing companies, they want some sort of skin in the game. Carlos, honestly hate to say it, but I hope demand for the Cybertruck stays low enough for Tesla rushes the cheaper version out. Would be awesome to actually lease one without selling my soul. Yeah, and I definitely think they are actually. That's on there. They're probably discussing it right now with internal meetings or whichever, whoever's in charge of that, because that's how they're really going to get to true volume for this truck. And I mean, it's crazy to think, like if you look at like the spread of all the different vehicles that Tesla could potentially have in the lineup, like they could have Model 3s, Model Ys, anywhere from 35 to 45, maybe even 50 for like performance versions, and then not that much more if you factor in the tax credit. They could have some Cybertrucks for 60, and then a little bit higher than that, they'll have some Model S's and Model X's. And so the compression there between all these different models is going to be pretty tight. But I guess it's tough because like right now, I would say all the different people that are buying Cybertrucks, it's just a lot of defection from Model S and Model X, and or maybe even step up from people that are going from like Model 3 to Model Y. I'm not sure there's a lot of like conquest or people leaving like the Ford F-150s or those type of vehicles. I don't know. I haven't really talked to too many people that are brand new. Actually, no, that's a lie. I have talked to some people that are the Cybertruck is their first Tesla, but I also haven't really talked to people where like there's a couple people I've talked to where the Cybertruck was their second truck, like they went from a Ford F-150 to the Cybertruck, but I feel like that's pretty rare. A lot of it's like Tesla step up or Tesla crossover from other different models and everything like that. In this next topic, let's talk about how you can get the lowest monthly payment on a Tesla currently. Let's demystify some of the different deals out there because yes, like right now isn't the best time to buy, but if you had to buy right now, if you had to get into a vehicle, if you need a vehicle, what is your best route in terms of like what's your best route in terms of inventory discount, and also what's your best route in terms of like is it best to pay cash? Well, I guess cash is always going to be your lowest monthly payment at this moment because interest rates, if you're going to be financing is 5.99% at the lowest, at least from Tesla financing. There are other banks, there are other routes out there. It's more specifically like some of the credit unions that we find on our deal spreadsheet down below in our description at our Patreon link or our buying guide, where credit unions are in like the 4 to 5%. But leasing probably is your best bet at the moment. On our deal spreadsheet, you can see the Tesla lease rates. We try to categorize these, and you can get this information from your Tesla advisor as well because it changes a lot. But you can ask them if like, hey, if I wanted to do a Model Y all-wheel drive lease, what's my money factor on it? And you'll see at the moment when we checked it a while ago, it was 5.4%. Or let's say I want to do like a Model 3 long-range all-wheel drive lease. What's the interest rate on the lease? And when I checked it last time, it was 3.9%. So at the moment, I would say the lowest, most inexpensive way to get into a Tesla vehicle is going to be a lease. But I would double check to see what type of interest rate it is on that lease to see if it is lower or higher than a finance at 5.99%. But there are some credit unions, like I'll give you a quick one right here. So if you're interested in financing a Tesla vehicle and you want like a low interest rate from a credit union, and if you're eligible for Navy Federal Credit Union, Navy Federal is one of the good ones out there because you can see auto loans as low as 4%. Of course, Navy Federal, you do have to jump through a couple different hoops and actually be eligible to join. But there are other credit unions that are in that 4 to 5% pretty easily that are free to join or cost maybe like $10 to $20 as a membership to join as well. But there is some steps to go into some credit unions, so you do have to be a little bit wary of that. The next thing is inventory discounts. You'll find them on Tesla's website, and we also keep track of them in our deal spreadsheet down below. But inventory discounts are as high right now as around $6,000, but you'll probably more commonly find them in like the $2,000, $3,000, or even $4,000 range. But this gives you frame of reference if you're looking to get into a Tesla vehicle. And the beauty with inventory discounts is that it's before the Tesla referral code discount, just like the one down below in the description, where you can save an extra up to $1,000 off of a Tesla vehicle. But that's like the quick TLDR. And like if you're looking to buy a Tesla right now, or if you're looking to jump into it, what's like the correct direction for you to get into a Tesla vehicle? But if you're looking for the lowest monthly payment on a used or new Tesla, that's where our channel partners TINT comes into play. TINT is an approved Tesla financing partner and can get you the lowest monthly payment for your Tesla vehicle. They can do this, so if you want to check out their offer down below in the description, hit the apply button for a soft inquiry, no obligation check to see what their offer is on a new or used Tesla or an electric vehicle. So definitely check out TINT down below in the description. And thank you to TINT for partnering with us on this video and a bunch of other videos this month. BK Hero, what are some trims on the US Model Y Juniper? Standard model with LFP batteries or LR with NMC? We actually don't know yet for US, and hopefully we see some sort of release in the next 2 weeks. I want that 72K Model S back. Yeah, Shawin, I feel for you for sure, because that was weird that, they basically raised the price by $5,000 and then they added some incentives onto it. And so big sleight of hand for sure right there. MK, I ordered a Model Y about 2 weeks ago. How long can I take delivery? I like to see what the pricing will be for the Juniper and able to see if they lower prices on the older Model Ys. I would say you can delay delivery as long as you want. Basically, if you've already got a VIN assigned, they'll release that to someone else and you'll basically lose that vehicle, but you can keep delaying and they won't actually ever take your deposit away from you until they'll give you like an ultimatum and saying like, if you don't take delivery by this date, we will just release the vehicle, but they actually won't cancel on you. Shawin, I don't want to pay the extra cost for the supercharging as I've yet to use it during the past year with the Model Y Performance. Got an inventory discount of $5,500 last year. Exactly, yeah. So like $5,500, that's pretty good. But I don't want to pay the cost of supercharging. Yeah, exactly. You don't want to pay like unlimited supercharging. That makes sense. Yeah, because even that's why I feel like unlimited supercharging, I guess scam is too harsh of a word. It's just not as good as people make it out to be for a Tesla vehicle. Shawin, MK, best case is probably 2 weeks, depends on when the car arrives. Yeah, well, they'll just release that vehicle. Blueberry, thanks for coming in. Great to see you. Another thing that was pretty interesting that Sawyer posted was this Tesla Cybertruck. And what's crazy with this Tesla Cybertruck, it was actually in New Jersey. It was rented on Turo. And I guess that Turo renter got into a little bit of a bad situation. You'll see that there's bullet holes all along the side here and the window and also the front windshield as well. What's interesting from this report is that the sides of the Cybertruck protected that person from bullet holes from piercing through the sides, but maybe not from the windshield and the glass up here. But it's just another case where maybe a Cybertruck might be the safest vehicle for you to be driving around in potentially wherever you're at because of how strong it actually is. In this next topic, let's talk about the truth about Tesla battery failures. Shout out to Joe from Amber. Amber, if you don't know, is a warranty company where you can do a month-to-month warranty on your Tesla vehicle. And on top of that, they are one of our channel partners, so definitely check them out, link down below in the description. But he released an email earlier today that was kind of interesting, and he titled it, "Your EV's battery health score might be lying to you." And there's some interesting data points and tidbits from this because they do run in a battery warranty or Tesla warranty company where it's month-to-month payments. And so they do process and pay for a lot of claims. And from that, this is what they actually concluded. Roughly 90% of battery failures we see come from random hardware faults, internal isolation issues, cell imbalance, or other hardware problems within the battery pack. Quote, only 10% of replacements happen because of gradual capacity loss that SOH starts to feel. So SOH stands for this percentage supposedly telling us how much battery life remains compared to a new electric vehicle has become the holy grail of used electric vehicle evaluations or electric vehicle evaluation. So pretty interesting to see that all these different failures come from everything else. And I feel like we're starting to see this as well and that's why a warranty from Tesla, if you're buying a used one, is going to be the best. But it's a secondary having some sort of extra protection, especially if you're looking at some of these Model S's and Model 3s out there in this like $15,000 to $20,000 price range. I would say some sort of month-to-month warranty is what you should be looking for to protect yourself as well. And that's also why I feel like we're starting to see lower costs for battery repairs instead of just replacing it or just replacing the whole thing with like a refurbished type of cell or battery instead. But definitely check out Amber if you're looking for a month-to-month warranty on your Tesla vehicle. And I really like Amber because like unlike those other companies where you have to pay like $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 upfront, Amber is month-to-month. So definitely check out their link down below in the description and get a quote and get a discount using our link below as well. But this makes me wonder, like I want to research more about like low voltage and high voltage and what's actually the difference, because I'm starting to hear more and more use cases from this as well to see what actually happens with these batteries and how much does it actually cost to repair them and what does it take to actually repair them as well. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. I found this article from Tesla that kind of jumps into like high voltage battery, and I thought this was pretty interesting as well. In the front at the top, it says the Model 3 is one of the most sophisticated battery systems in the world. The most important way to preserve your high voltage battery is to leave your vehicle plugged in when you're not using it. So that tells me that Tesla wants you to go home every single day and plug it in overnight every single day, whether you're charging it or not. This is particularly important if you're not planning to drive your Model 3 for several weeks. So pretty interesting to see this type of tip right here from Tesla themselves. And if you're looking for this website, I'll post it here in the live stream comments as well, so you can take a look at all the different things that Tesla has on it. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. If you've been through a battery failure experience, like, let us know what happened and how much did it cost you in the end to get it fixed or replaced or whatever it may be. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.